Hey guys, welcome back. And it's kind of an interesting time right now for Star Wars. And I say interesting, kind of tongue-in-cheek. To be honest, the most recent shows that LucasFilm has put out on Disney Plus have been anything but interesting. In fact, I actually gave up watching The Mandalorian about 3 episodes into Season 3. Maybe it was like 4 episodes, I don't know. It was sometime after the flying dinosaur things that looked like baby chickens. I couldn't take it anymore. One thing was clear, though. They definitely sidelined Din Djarin in his own TV show, with Pedro Pascal giving it his full blessing. He thought it was great. And Katie Sackhoff recently came out and said that, oh no, it's still Din Djarin's show. There's no plan for her to upstage him and to become the Mandalorian, the title, the character that the show's actually named after. Despite the fact that they pretty much admitted to the fact that she was now the, quote, Mandalorian, after that episode aired, after the season aired, here she is now saying, no, it's still his show. And again, I gotta give her props. She definitely seems like she wants to appeal to the fans, and she doesn't want to be one of these Rachel Zegler types or Brie Larson types. I can appreciate that, but let's be clear. The show is not about Din Djarin anymore. That time has come and gone. It is now about her and the future of Mandalore. Furthermore, a lot of people are lamenting what could have been with Season 3. This article here from Screen Rant talking about how basically the Book of Boba Fett sabotaged Season 3 of The Mandalorian by stealing the moment where Din Djarin goes back and reunites with Grogu and everything else that you see in the Book of Boba Fett that is actually supposed to be Season 3 of The Mandalorian. They had to basically... They Mod Podged scenes from The Mandalorian into the Book of Boba Fett to save that terrible show. And ultimately, all it did was make the show confusing, because the show still sucked. You had 2 episodes that were okay, but they were basically about Din Djarin and had nothing to do with Boba Fett. And to be honest, it just made Boba Fett look even more pathetic, because he had 2 episodes in his show where he barely had a spoken line. And to be fair to his co-star, I think her name's Ming-Na Wen, she had a good character in Mandalorian, and in the Book of Boba Fett, she could have been really good, but they overused her character and definitely ruined Tamara Morrison's Boba Fett. So now we have Daisy Ridley coming out talking about her new Star Wars movie that she talked about back in April, basically saying that well, let me get to the exact quote here. She says, "I know the storyline for one film. That's not to say that that's all it is, but that's what I was told about. And I imagine it will be the next film, I think. I mean, again, I don't know, post-strike and everything, how quickly everything will start up again. But yes, so far I know the story of one film, and I think people will be very excited." Now, I'm really confused. She says one film. Now, this makes me wonder, okay, are they planning a trilogy? Like, what the hell's the deal with this? Look, come on. Even if Daisy Ridley is not to blame for this, nobody likes the sequel trilogy. It has damaged the brand more than anything else could possibly have done. So now we have the news today that Dave Filoni has been promoted to Chief Creative Officer of Lucasfilm, and will now work with Kathleen Kennedy at the inception phase on all future Star Wars projects. What I find ironic about this, and we'll go into this article from Bounding into Comics a little more about this, the season of The Office where Michael and Jim try being co-managers, and they say, okay, well, one of us is going to focus on the day-to-day stuff and one of us is going to be the big picture guy. This is all this feels like. It doesn't feel like he's getting a promotion. It's just basically, we're just going to co-manage things. And his title is now Chief Creative Officer. What that sounds like to me is that he's going to do the exact same work he had before, but that Kathleen Kennedy is now going to get to blame him if something goes wrong. So basically it'll be like, oh, well, I'm in charge of big picture stuff, and Dave is more of a day-to-day kind of guy, and he's in charge of the creative things. And so if something doesn't work creatively, she now has a scapegoat. She has an easy way out, because let's be honest, the whole Panderverse, South Park episode pretty much destroyed Kathleen Kennedy's credibility in the mainstream. People that are Star Wars fans, people that already pay attention to like the culture war crap and everything, we've all been neck deep in this crap for so long. It's not a shock to us why Star Wars and Marvel and Disney across the board are doing so poorly, because we're seeing this every single day. I mean, most of us listen to YouTube videos about it, podcasts, read articles about it. We're not oblivious to what's going on. But the normies, the people who don't live on the internet, people that don't pay attention to the behind the scenes of why these things are the way they are, they got a face full of it with the South Park episode. So now what we have is essentially Dave Filoni getting what is sort of a promotion, but I think honestly it's a step down for him, because now she will just ultimately turn on him and say, "Oh no, Dave's in charge of the creative stuff. So if something didn't work creatively, that's on him. Don't blame me." I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think this is just a bad move all the way around. I don't trust Dave Filoni any more than I trust Kathleen Kennedy. I think he hasn't done as much damage as she has, but I think the two of them together is just a recipe for disaster. Let me know what you think down below. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and we will see you on the next one. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. We do have 2 channels, one for daily uploads, the other one for more of my live streams and hot takes. Links to both are down below, as well as the ability to join as a channel member for as little as $3 a month, and that'll greatly help us out. Much appreciated. We also have links to our Etsy accounts down below, as well as our website. We also have Locals and Subscribestar. If you didn't want to support us on YouTube, you can support us through those. Thanks again for being here, and we will see you on the next one.